This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A dock worker strike is underway. Longshoremen at the Port of Boston joining union members from Maine to Texas who walked off their jobs when contracts expired overnight. Boise Butler heads the Philadelphia local.
What we want them to do is share, okay? What we demand, our demands are to share and not to replace us with automation.
CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
According to one estimate, the strike could cost the economy up to $5 billion a day. And economists worry a long strike will disrupt the supply chain for everything from perishable foods to car parts and construction materials.
Israel's military has just limited public gatherings and closed beaches after ground troops entered Lebanon today following 2 weeks of heavy bombing targeting Hezbollah's leadership. Team coverage begins with correspondent Chris Livesay in Tel Aviv.
Soldiers from the 98th Division prepped in the darkness to enter the mountainous and treacherous terrain across the border, where explosions were heard throughout the night, as the mission to stop Hezbollah's onslaught of rockets on northern Israel got underway.
I'm Tammy McCormick. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has had several conversations with the Israeli defense minister, the latest as Israel began its limited ground operations. Austin said they agreed on the necessity of dismantling Hezbollah's military infrastructure along the Lebanese border. The Israelis say they also discussed the interoperability of Israeli and U.S. forces.
Donald Trump visited Valdosta, Georgia to see the devastation from Hurricane Helene firsthand.
People on the ground are doing the best they can in every challenging circumstances. We do need some help from the federal government.
He falsely accused President Biden of not speaking with Governor Brian Kemp.
He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying.
Vice presidential candidates J.D. Vance and Tim Walz hold their first and likely only debate before the November election here at the CBS News Broadcast Center in New York tonight. American University political analyst Amy Dacey.
I think the biggest part is to reinforce and make sure they're in alignment with what their candidate has been saying at the top of the ticket.
He's the first American commander-in-chief to reach the century mark.
My name is Jimmy Carter, and I'm running for president.
Number 39 is celebrating his 100th birthday today at home in Plains, Georgia. CBS's Elizabeth Campbell spoke with his family.
His grandson Jason has admitted that no one had expected former President Carter to be in hospice care for coming up on 19 months now. He is continuing to be awake every day and talking about current affairs.
S&P futures down 3. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 877-64-BIBLE. That's 877-64-BIBLE. 877-64-BIBLE.
Toke's off to a chef in New York at the start of National Italian-American Heritage Month.
We are approaching a new way of doing Italian cuisine.
Milan native Riccardo Orfino is partner and executive chef for One More Hospitality Group, which includes the Italian restaurant Alla Luna in the West Village in New York City. He's partly referring to one of his dishes he's dubbed charcuterie, basically charcuterie, but using fish.
We are dry aging fish, so the same idea behind the meat that you can cure and age different type of meat in order to make charcuterie.
But he substitutes tuna, swordfish, and yellowtail for a new take on salting and smoking that was first created in ancient Rome. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, New York.
Italy and Switzerland are redrawing part of the mountainous border that separates the two countries because of melting glaciers near the Matterhorn in the Alps. The segment retreated almost 1,000 feet between 1990 and 2015. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. Dinovite. Dinovite. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio. Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovites.
October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. As the leader in identity theft protection, LifeLock reminds you to update your passwords. Using the same password across multiple accounts makes you vulnerable to cyber criminals. Updating your passwords is only one way to help protect yourself. For comprehensive identity theft protection, you need LifeLock. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise. Start protecting your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Promo code PLAY.
Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Varenko with Chappie's Deli. And Gigi's Cupcakes.
Gigi cupcakes are so good.
And Gigi's is right inside the front door at Chappie's Deli Pepper Tree.
Decorated good. Some are even gooey.
Wait. Mike. Gooey?
It's Mara Varenko Feely.
Hi, Mara. What's wrong with decorated good and gooey?
They are each hand-crafted works of art, like Gigi's wedding cake, classic vanilla
And
cake.
all are fresh baked daily in our new bakery.
Cookies and cream puff, double cream-filled chocolate cake and Oreo, and strawberry shortcake with real strawberry and
Order
strawberry
online at Chappie's Deli Pepper Tree or Gigi's app. Or just walk in and grab one, 6 or a dozen.
and Midnight Magic, dark chocolate.
Or are you still going?
Oh,
Visit Gigi's Cupcakes inside Chappie's Deli at Pepper Tree and Prattville. Marco!
In a giant pool of business competitors, don't be the one left unseen and out of reach. If you're a business owner and need help with your online presence, let's make it happen. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Boost your website, boost your findability, boost your reputation, boost your business.
Marco? Yes, I'm Marco.
Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Contact us today at cumulusboost.com.
Join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Robert Half. 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Clouds around and patchy fog possible as we start off our October 1st. Temperatures will top out into the upper 80s today. There will be some sun and clouds and a north breeze. Tonight we'll see mainly clear conditions. Lows will be in the 60s. Sunshine returns for Wednesday and Thursday with a few fair weather clouds. Highs mid to upper 80s through midweek. Overnight lows in the 60s. Mainly dry through midweek, but a few low and rain chances return by Friday into the weekend.
And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good on this Tuesday. No major problems or accidents. Nothing's being reported right now to send you on an alternate route. Checking with the surrounding counties, they're clear. You keep listening. We'll get you where you're going. Haynes Ambulance is there for you both on the ground and in the air. From a simple patient transport to life and death situations, Haynes is ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up, front and back. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Tuesday. More than 1,000 people in our area are without water this morning. A pump failure in Macon County happened over the weekend. It still isn't fixed. That means no water for drinking, bathing, or anything else. So far, the River Region United Way has sent 2 truckloads of water to Macon County to help. If you'd like to help, you can make a water donation at the Pike Road Publix grocery store today from 10 to 3. The death toll from Hurricane Helene now sits at 133 people in 6 states, most of it from flooding. Asheville, North Carolina was the hardest hit. Hundreds of roads are still closed, and people are still being airlifted out. And people from right here in our area are stepping up to help out. Volunteers from a local Red Cross chapter are on the ground in Florida. and an Alabama National Guard unit, and members of the Prattville Police Department helping out in North Carolina. That's your news on this Tuesday morning. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Jenny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Jenny King, the king of clean. Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Bedtime is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed her teeth, read a book together, or talk a little about your day, and of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep habits. Relationships matter. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org. Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Place with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Food additives can harm children's development and raise the risk of obesity. To lower the risks, choose fresh fruits and vegetables when you can and avoid processed meats. Don't put plastic in the microwave because heat can cause chemicals to leak into your food. When cooking or serving hot foods, use glass or ceramic dishes. For more on keeping your child healthy, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
I'm Aaron Tippett. I've been blessed to be able to make a living at what I love, making music for more than 25 years. But it didn't get there overnight. There were a lot of long days and nights of working just to make ends meet. Good things in life don't always come easy, but when you sweat for what you want, it makes it even sweeter when you get it. So remember to work hard, and when the opportunities present themselves, you got to be ready to grab them. This message is brought to you by the United States Air Force.
While on your way to work tomorrow morning, join Kevin Elkins for Decisions. News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine. For once again, one more time, one more day, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It's time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or at least give you a new one. But I so. Good morning to you. It is October the 1st, believe it or not, 2024. Today's daily bread simply entitled God's Provided Protection. Aren't we glad about that? Our scripture insight today comes from Ephesians 6:10 through 18. We'll start it off with Ephesians 6:11, which reads, "Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, good morning. It is October the 1st. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that shall never, ever be again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. But more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, October 1st, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. You've been around a while. You've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the mercy, the charity, and love of God, we may, I am not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can. Because whether you believe it or not, none of us do it all by ourselves. Somewhere along the line, somebody gave you a hand, a heart, a smile that made your day, a shoulder to lie on, to lean on also. You can do no less. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say, if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never, ever give up. Because winners never quit. And while quitters never win. While winners may lose a thing or two, they never give up. And no matter what happens on this day, October the 1st, 2024, no matter what happens, it is still, like all the other days, a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. October the 1st, 2024. We'll be back after our daily break. Woo! It's good to be alive.
Hey, welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. The reading for today, titled God's Provided Protection, was written by Dave Brannon.
With crude smell in as little
My
as
wife
3
and I
minutes,
put hundreds
which
of
means
miles
you can
on
get
our
your
bikes
nose
each
into more
year,
things.
pedaling the trails around West Michigan. To enhance the experience, we have some accessories that we've attached to our bikes. Sue has a front light, a back light, an odometer, and a bike lock. My bike has a water bottle holder. In reality, we could ride our route successfully every day and rack up those miles without the extras. They're helpful, but optional. In the book of Ephesians, the Apostle Paul writes about another set of accessories, but these aren't optional. He said we must put on these things to be successful in living out our faith in Jesus. Our lives aren't easy rides. We're in a battle in which we must stand against the devil's schemes. So we must be well equipped. Without the wisdom of Scripture, we can be swayed to accept error. Without Jesus helping us live out his truth, we'll give in to lies. Without the gospel, we'll have no peace. Without faith shielding us, we'll succumb to doubt. Our salvation and the Holy Spirit anchor us to live well for God. This is our armor. How vital that we travel the pathways of life, protected from its real dangers. We do that when Christ equips us for the challenges along the way, when we put on the armor God provides. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from the New Testament book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verses 10 through 18. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything, to stand. Stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. And pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Let's pray. Dear Father, we pray that as we engage with the Scriptures, we would gain wisdom and discernment as your Spirit teaches us. Would you fill us with peace and hope despite all of the uncertainty and conflict that's in the world? And may our lives display the power of your presence to those around us and create in them a desire to know you. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by...
All right. It's time for PT this morning. Let's get it wrong. I wasn't here. I was trying to take a vacation day, but okay, I give up. Come on now, let's hit it. Let's get it. Next time I'm going someplace. That's what they say. I earned my pay by the 2:45. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Go to work. I earned my pay. Come on now. Somebody tell the first son he ain't retired yet. He need to get out and get some of this run. Come get some of this, first sergeant. Come on now. Go to work. You ain't retired yet. On the airplane in the early morning rain. Don't rain in the army, rains on it. That's what I be trying to tell Z. I think he'll be all right though. I think he gonna make it. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Hard work, work. Oh yeah, let's do this again. Let's do this again. Let's do this one more. Let's do this one more time. Anyway, good morning to you. Okay, you got the blood rolling now. We are blessed immensely to live in the greatest country on God's green earth. We got some issues, but the issues are not with the country, it's with some of the people. But that's okay. It takes all kinds. Now, if we get it right, come next month, we can straighten some of this out. Maybe. I don't know where that Colleen woman is. Been trying to get her on the show. Kill her, where at? Where she at, man? Where she at? She ain't hiding from her brother, is she? I think she is. So if Shamari can come up here, hey, I'm more lenient toward Republicans than I am Democrats. I don't mind admitting it. I mean, most Republicans got their head in the right place. It's their actions that kind of disturb me sometimes. Can't change a flat tire unless you take the flat tire off. Come on now. And somebody will get that message in a minute. It's 7:25 in the morning on this Monday morning, so if you're headed to work, be grateful that you have a job, because AI is going to get rid of some of us. We'll be sitting home twiddling our fingers, robbing somebody because we can't find a job. Hey, AI, well, that's why they call it artificial intelligence. Although I've known people for many years with artificial intelligence. I'm just saying. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. I cannot forget, I'm remiss. This here is an Air Force town. So we have to pay homage to the United States Air Force, whose motto is aim high. That's right. I don't have a problem if you aim high and miss. I got a problem if you aim low and hit. Come on now. And last but certainly not least, the United States Marine Corps, whose motto is Semper Fidelis. But the Marines couldn't pronounce that, so we just made it short, Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, always faithful. Ba-ba-da-dum. I know I'm back early. I'm back early because next time I go on vacation, I'm going to Seattle. I was supposed to go to Washington this year, as a matter of fact, the 50th year for the Rangers anniversary. But no, couldn't make it. Don't like airplanes anymore. Too far to drive. Okay, too far to drive, too far to go. Also let us not forget now, student of the week. You know, I'm disappointed in Montgomery Public Schools. Okay, we got a program with Montgomery Advertiser where we promote the regular kids in school. They don't have to have a baseball mitt on, or they don't have to play football, get the hell knocked out of them on every Friday. Although we like watching them games, don't get me wrong, we do. And I got two people. 25,000 kids in public school. I got two people put in this year. Jay, well, yeah, two. Now, I'm pretty sure these two kids are outstanding kids. But you see, now, if we want them to respect us as grown folks and all that stuff, you guys have got to do a better job of respecting them. All the kids, even though I talk about them a lot, it is not the kids' fault that grown people let them do all kind of crazy things. Okay? No. Okay? But this is a great program. You know, it acknowledges the hard work and the accomplishments of regular kids who never get anything. I can't believe. Listen, if we better have more than two people next week, else I'm coming out there and opening up a can of whoop ass on somebody. Okay? Excuse my language. Sorry about that. It just came out that way. So, we got 25,000 kids, but it's more than that, because the private schools are also included in this. Okay? Okay. The Air Force got a new model: fly, fight, and win. Okay, I'm good with that. Sounds good. So anyway, can we get this done? Okay, I just cannot believe I only got two people. See, the parents can't put their people in, the principals of these. So this week, I'm going to make it my business to call every principal at every school, okay? And I called like two of them yesterday, just nobody ever answers the phone at these schools. I mean, why do y'all have a phone if you don't answer the phone? My Lord. And then you want to know why I want a new superintendent? If you can't get the principals and people and the staff to answer the phone, what if it's an emergency? My Lord. October has arrived this week, and high school students in the Montgomery area are well into a school year filled with new challenges and, of course, with new opportunities. This is from Brad Harper from the Montgomery Advertiser. Schools have spotlighted two of those students for rising to meet the challenges by nominating them for Student of the Week. Now, and others, I'm sure these two young people are great, but all these kids around Montgomery, all these kids, and we can only get two. Two? Come on, man. Schools Student of the Week honors the hard work that high school students across the river region put into their studies, their schools, and to their greater communities every day. And it aims to recognize as many awesome high schoolers as possible. Every public and private school in the outer Montgomery area are eligible to nominate one student a week who exemplifies success in academics and community involvement. Okay, readers, now from now until Thursday, you can go to as a matter of fact, if you go to my Facebook page, I have the link on there. All you to click on it and go to these places and vote for some of these. I only got two, so ain't a whole lot to vote for. I'm so disappointed in the school system. I mean, so you got to play football around here to get some accolades, to get some honor or something like that? Really? Man. But let us not take away from the two kids who have been nominated this week because the other schools were too lazy to do it. Okay? Too lazy to do it. Too lazy to get it out. Okay? And I'm blaming the Montgomery school system too because they're not telling these kids. I mean, come on. Okay? I'd like to see at least 10 people nominated next week. Okay? 10 people. Okay? That's not a whole lot out of 50,000 students around this town, where at least 30,000 students around this area. Because that's public and private. Okay? I'm just saying, you know. Now, here is this week's two exceptional nominees. Number one, Riley Goodwin of Lamp High School, Loveless Academic Magnet Program. Riley is described as a very hard-working sophomore with natural leadership skills, reminds me of myself, and maturity beyond his years. In addition to being a captain of the Scholars Bowl, I like that, academic team, he is also competitive in research and debate and cross-country and founded the DECA chapter of LAMP. Beyond just academics, Riley is a good-natured, responsible, and always willing to help. Sound like he might have got the Elkins gene in him. I'm just saying, you know, you might we're from the same gene pool. That matter of fact, if we put my name and replace it his name, you'd be describing me. Okay, so congratulations to Riley Goodwin of Lamp High School. Number two, and I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm trying to give it my best shot. From Success Unlimited Academy, her name is Moniah McDonald. Moniah. That sounds like Moniah to me. Moniah McDonald from Success Unlimited Academy. Moniah's history teacher and Pearl's sponsor, Rhonda Wilson. Thank you, Rhonda, for recognizing this young lady. Recommended Moniah and said that she has seen her blossom from a shy, quiet girl into a strong, outstanding Christian leader. Moniah is a junior and a powerhouse on the volleyball team. Right on. Spike that ball. And Student Government Association officer. Chaplain of the Girls Mentoring Club. Pearls, Pearls. I don't know what that stands for, but I'm pretty sure they're going to tell me. And a member of H2O, which is a Christian organization sponsored by Joseph Schwab. Okay, so there you are, Moniah McDonald, Success Unlimited. Go to my webpage, I'll go to Montgomery Advertiser, and you can vote for one of these kids. Okay, I just want you to do that. And Riley Goodwin of Lamp High School. Okay, next Monday, I expect to see a whole lot more people on here nominated. At least 5 or more. Come on, man. I can't believe this. So anyway, you can go to Montgomery Advertiser. You can do a search for Student of the Week, and you can advertise for them. Okay. Right now, Moniah McDonald is in the lead with Success Unlimited Academy with 62.5% of the votes. And number 2 is Riley Goodwin with 37% 6.5% of the votes. Okay, so we want to make sure. Last week, do I really have to be here all the time on Monday to get this going? Last week we had 6,000 votes. Okay, I'm just saying. Last week, I'm just saying. So we need to get out there and and help these kids out. Please don't tell me the only thing in this country, although that was a good game. That was a good game on Saturday. It was. However, it is not the only game in town. Okay, football should not be the only escape and the only pathway to success for our young folks in school. My son has joined the reserves already. Okay, he's going to do something. I think he's going to cybersecurity or something like that. At least he took a job where you don't get shot at too much, which is good. So let us be diligent about our participation in the Montgomery Advertisers Student of the Week. Now I'm trying to get those guys. At the end of the year, let's take everybody who won and get a student of the year. I gotta talk to Mr. Whatever his name is over there. So we're gonna talk to him about that. And if you want to participate in the student of the year thing, and you want to donate some to the cause to these kids, because I just want you to know that they'll appreciate it. And so all you got to do is text me. I don't know. Let's put a bunch of things together for him. We need to put a committee together. Okay. But anyway, you can text me at 334-901-5022 and just leave your name and number and your name of your business, and I'll make sure that I recognize you on the air for your contribution, whatever that contribution is. Who cares? It's more than it's going to get anyway. But anyway, I mean, we care. That sounds too flippant right there. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so again, the two students of the week this week is Mania McDonald from Success Unlimited and Mr. Riley Goodwin of Lamp. Okay, so go to the website, go to Advertiser online, Montgomery Advertiser, and if you can't find it, if you look across the top of the page, you will see something that looks like a magnifying glass on the right. Okay, click on that, type in Student of the Week, and you can go there and vote for these kids. All right. All right. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do that next time for at least a week. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yes. So people. Yeah, well, but you need it. But you need it. Yeah, you gotta have it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Some people lost everything they had. I mean, wow, that's yeah. Huh. Yeah. Right. Appreciate it. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, the governor had sent the Alabama National Guardsmen there, and I do believe that even Alabama Power has, although for what they charge the gas, electricity around here, they can afford to send everybody. I mean, nothing personal, but what they charge him. It's hard on the brother to get his light bill paid these days. But there's some people right now who don't have lights, so they can be paid. So yeah, it was devastating down there. And Georgia and Asheville, North Carolina. When I went to Job Corps, I went to Job Corps in Asheville, North Carolina, back in 75, 76, somewhere like that. And wow, that's a beautiful place. At least it was. Yeah, I don't know what it looks like right now. But anyway, yeah, Red Cross certainly is going to need blood and things of that nature. It is 7:40 in the morning. Before I get to anything, good morning. Yes. Well, some people got hurt. Why am I back? My presence was needed. The morale of the city was going down, so they asked me to come back. Are we still in that? It's a waste of time. I know. But they don't want their intelligence they don't want their intelligence to yeah yeah actually my DD4 214 don't have it on there. Yeah. hmm to Madigan. Well, you don't know. Listen, I got other things to talk about. Well, I wouldn't know. I listen. What you say, really. I mean, what you say pretty much amounts to. Is there anything less than zero? Now, do you have anything worth my ears listening to this morning? Okay. Let's not nobody can hear you 'cause I turned you down. Unless you have something positive, well, it don't even have to be positive. You act like what I do has something to do with you. It does. Okay. I think you have some issues. Okay. You want to be me, but you can't. There's only one Kevin Elkins, and that's me. Okay. Better than some, worse than others, but yet and still unique in my own way. So, all right. Now let me take this one more call. Let me move on. Keep moving on. Good morning. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. Mm. That's true. Right. Exactly. That's true. That's true. There are more important things. Yeah. 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 There's more important things than that. Nobody cares about what I did or didn't do. Yeah. I I think yeah. I think he's jealous. Yeah, I think he's jealous. Yeah, he's a jealous man. Just a waste of time. It got to be a song like that. Just a waste of time. I got you. Never, never, never. And personally, I don't really care if he's satisfied or not. See, I came back early for this, but that's okay. Some people live. They do. They live to hear me anymore. They can't. I know. And most of it's good. Yeah, most of it's good. But this guy right here, I think he needs some Viagra or something. I'm just saying he needs it. He got some issues. Amen. Okay. I mean, but listen, he says he was in Vietnam. I have no reason to not believe him. So we're gonna give that up to PTSD because they didn't know all it back in the day. Okay, so he has a little PTSD and worry about it. And the D, well, pretty small. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I will tell you what the SD stands for, but I'm not even gonna go there right now. We'll be back.
Montgomery's Skywatch traffic to your body with automotive family owned. News Radio 1440.
Here's why you need to act right now. Every moment you delay. $99 male performance consultation now. Dial 334-440-663 and visit
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Danny King, the king of clean, is known for over 30 years. Cleaning and disinfecting hospitals, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us. Your road safe. Healthy food. This is different. All you. You. The King King.
My son's got without his smoking.
away all my sugar, estrogen, and lighter.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, doing something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show. Weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1430.
I was reminded that he not only doesn't like me, he don't like Doug Singleton. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he likes himself, to tell you the truth. It must be that SD thing that's got him. 860-424, so you want to go see other topic, whatever on your mind, and see who it's this. Good morning. Morning. But I'm kind of conflicted in that. Of course, we need to take care of our own people, but aren't we supposed to help our neighbors also? I mean, they've been taken over by another country. I mean, that's what's unfair to them, a much bigger country. I mean, why can't we do both? No, yeah. Mm. Well, because they don't have the machine to print as much money as we do. And listen, we can print as much money as we need. Yeah. I mean, does anybody think since 1974, since we came off the gold standard by Nixon, that our money is worth what they say it is? Does anybody think it is? Of course not. So we're just trying to get along like everybody else. 33 years. Yeah, that's and someone was saying that that's not even in their wheelhouse. Who the hell are they? Well, now, wait, now he's not under the gun for his travel. What the people are asking, I looked in 1819 news, of course, the city says we want $6,000, according to the paper. They want $6,000 to look up his records. Now, the law says the city has a right to charge a fee, depending on how many records they want and stuff like. And I gotta, but $6,000 for an electronic record that's already supposed to be there, that's a little bit. That's a little bit, But again, here's the question: have we ever asked any other person who's been a mayor of the city of Montgomery for all of their travel records? Although I must admit, I don't think anybody's traveled as much as Stephen Reed since I've been here. Yeah. Right, right. Yeah. Well, yeah, and again, that could be a problem. But again, why don't we just go online and go to the website and get our own copy? That, listen, if I took my policies and my philosophy into the mayoralship of the city of Montgomery, overnight we'd be the number one city in America. Okay, all right, that's it. Number one city in America if I was to run for office. Good morning. No, 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 no. Yeah. I want to be back to tomorrow, but I got to find some place to go when I go on vacation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. That's true. Well, we got to take the ASVAB test. We got to take the ASVAB test first. So, we got. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right then. Yeah. Let me take one more call. Okay. Good morning. I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, yeah. I think, you know what? I think we all would help. Yeah. I think. Uh, Hey, I gotta run because I'm out of time. You come back next hour. Because I'm gonna tell you what the former Fleet Admiral William Halsey said. Yeah, I think that we help each other. We'll be back.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Wages and automation are the issue for tens of thousands of doctor workers up and down the East and Gulf Coast who walk off their jobs when their contracts expire overnight. Among them, Ray Foster at Port Elizabeth in New Jersey. We only work our work. We're not trying to push ourselves out of the market. CBS's Chris Van Cleve, the group representing shippers and recruits, says its current offer would mean a nearly 50% pay hike if it includes health and retirement. The Longshoremen's Union says that offer is still far short of what it's needed. Let's see. It's the first time the group dropped out since 1977. Israel says commandos and paratroopers launched raids in Lebanon today.
We are the men. Stand our true power.
Into military bases already.
Have been carrying out raids into southern Lebanon for months, covering Hezbollah tunnels, weapons caches, and invasion plans of its own. Hurricane Helene now blamed for more than 130 deaths in the southeast, tens of thousands suffering, and problem tourism in Wananoa, North Carolina. It's terrible. More than 380,000 customers there have power many have on some service. The vice presidential candidates debate tonight. The Kenyan, the CBS debate will shine a spotlight on Republican Joe Biden and Democrat Tim Walz. Stacey says, for us, what does it mean when they say that they want to make sure everybody has double down on the abortions? Political analyst Larry Sabatino says Joe Biden is going to have to be on those issues and more.
Ridiculous claim that he have made what's going on in Springfield, Ohio.
They continue with immigrants are in and jobs. Sports fans remembering Pete Rose, the man who broke baseball's hits record in 1985. Only Pittsburgh died at the age of 83. USA Today's Bob Nightingale.
Yeah, there's everything that ever been on in a player. I've known Irish and better.
Rose was banned from the league for betting on his own team. Nightingale believes he may have a posthumous shot at the Hall of Fame. Mirror, mirror on the wall, let's check out Forbes' new list of the richest of them all.
Elon Musk remains on top. Amazon's Jeff Bezos is second, with Oracle's Larry Ellison third. Back on the list is former President Donald Trump with an estimated net worth of $4.3 billion.
CBS's Cooper Lawrence. S&P futures down 5. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777, 800-230-2777, or biglou.com.
Scientists confirm what your teenager may already be seeing in the mirror.
The British Journal of Dermatology study finds the number of children and young people experiencing acne has been on the rise since the 1990s. The USA is among the countries reporting the highest number of cases, alongside India, China, Nigeria, and Indonesia. The increase may be linked to lifestyle factors, including diet, stress, and obesity, to wider exposure to air pollution, or simply because more sufferers are coming forward for help. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
What do you do when not as many fans are clamoring to get their hands on celebrity sneakers anymore? Nike will reduce supplies of its limited edition Air Force Ones, Jordans, and Dunks to try to revive interest in the pricey kicks as it becomes too easy to get your hands on a pair. The Wall Street Journal says the company oversold them and diluted their cool in the process. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Nobody's contacted the geologist. The story now is that we're here. We haven't
some don't have a home to go back, but they're here. We want to help each other survive. We've got horses coming up to get to places we can't access by vehicle, just so we can get the people the water and just essential foods. I haven't asked much for the person that comes off Davis. The town, a bit like this painting, put it all the way down the creek. It took a quarter-mile trip through the floodwaters.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing
I wanted to volunteer who's worked nonstop since Friday to give a breast update to county officials. He said that he had worked with horses to get some federal help arriving Friday. Reporting in Lansing, Naomi Coles, WBTV, on the north side.
Is proven to slow GA progression.
All right, we want to help as well. Local live and our parent company, Green.
Izervay or vaccine-captive Pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today. Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help. For over 35 years, we've been cleaning and disinfecting office buildings, schools, churches, and even hospitals. Trust us to keep your employees safe, healthy, and at work this cold and flu season. To learn more about how our local cleaning experts can help you, visit JannyKingCleans.com. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean. He's the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio.
Alrighty then. It is 8:07 on this Tuesday morning, the first day of October. Felt pretty good outside. You know, I'm wondering something though. Every state has the National Guard. It seems to me, and this is just me, that we should have, and this may be something that every governor of every state might want to think about doing if they haven't already thought about doing it. It is not a matter of if, it's merely a matter of when these things happen to our communities. It would seem to me that we would have a bunch of tents made someplace or some modular homes or something like that. So for just in case, and such a case of an emergency, a way to at least give people a cot to sleep on or something like that. Just say that to me that the EMA is not doing what I would consider a sufficient job in order to deal with these crises. It's just a matter of when. And it will seem like to me with all this National Guard, and we are paying people, not just to go on the weekends, but be prepared for such an emergency. I used to be a National Guard back in the day, and I know they was teaching us how to do all kinds of things back in the day, from riot control to putting up tents and things like that for civil emergencies. It doesn't seem like we really do that. We really do that now. But there's no reason why we cannot have tents, a bunch of tents somewhere stockpiled. I mean, listen, and I don't mind helping other countries because I think that's what our responsibility is. But our first responsibility, of course, is to be to our own citizens. And I don't see why we can't have some, like we got the oil reserve thing. Well, we need every city needs its own reserve thing. Put it on top of a mountain, just in case it rains real hard. Put it on high ground, and and have some tents or a quick way to get housing in here. Bringing some mobile homes or something. I don't know. Well, that's just me. It just seems like we haven't done. Doesn't seem like we've done a great job of preparing for these types of things as a National Guard. Oh, good morning. Who's this? Morning. Right, but they can, and we're going to, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Well, yeah. 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 I got you. Well, yeah, yeah. Well, somebody just sent me. Yeah, yeah. Somebody just sent me a list of things. They're gonna act. Listen, they're gonna act like they for the longshoremen, and they're not. Hey, appreciate. I gotta get a call right quick. Good morning. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Right. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. Yeah. 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 Makes yeah. And again, until you get right. 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 Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Also, the longshoremen, now I'll tell you, you want to know what that feels like when nothing's coming. Live in Hawaii, okay? Live in Hawaii, and where everything gets brought in by ship, okay? And when the ships are off at sea and you can't get, I used to sit there on in Waikiki, Kaleohe, and look at the ships out there who couldn't get their stuff in for some reason or another, cars, groceries, whatever the case may be. So when the longshoremen go strike them out, we'll be out at sea because evidently they're not going to try to unload them and all that stuff. Um, and so it's a so you may want again. I hope that we don't have to go through a lack of necessity. But I just give you, and somebody gave me, and I think this is a good list to have right here. One of the things that, well, these are just a few of the things that you may need to. I'm not no rush, no run to the store and buy everything from all your neighbors and all that stuff. But you might want to make sure that you got like toilet paper, toilet tissue. Of course, you could always use a paper bag. I mean, things get tough. Uh, Also, paper towels. I don't know if that's important enough, but get some. Oh yeah, soap, some soap. Because after a while, you start smelling. You might want to get some soap, a little extra bar of soap there. Some bleach, because you may want to disinfect things. Because unfortunately, if things get bad or water gets cut off, stuff like that, you might want to get your little bleach there. I'm just saying. Now let's talk about something to eat. Well, rice is good unless the stove is off, and then you can't really cook the rice. But if you got your stove going, then you might want to, get a little rice there. Okay. Canned goods are always good. Canned goods. And I'm telling you, okay, forget the green beans, but get you some spaghetti and meatballs, some corned beef hash, some sweet peas, because you can eat sweet peas even when they're cold. No big deal. I'm just saying you might want to do that. Oh, and water. Yeah, gotta get some water now. Frozen vegetables. I don't know why, if my electricity is off, why do I want frozen vegetables? But however, that's just somebody made this thing right here. Medical supplies, like some bandages, some iodine, some peroxide and things of that nature. Batteries, absolutely, you need some batteries. So take inventory around the things that you use, okay, and things and you may want to order one of these for yourself. They got these solar battery chargers for your phone, right? You might want to go on Amazon and get a couple of those, because if the sun comes out, at least you'll still be able to talk on your phone, or at least play games on it, keep the kids occupied anyway. Okay, so get some batteries and get one of those solar things. I forgot what it's exactly called, but you can go to Amazon and get one of those things. And all you can do is set it outside. Once the sun hits it, it gives it some power. So I'm just saying you might want to get one of those. Fruit. I don't care about fruit at all. But however, bananas. Well, better not get bananas, because bananas go bad in 2 days and it's all over anyway. But apples and stuff like that, I guess. What else? Candles. Okay. I don't know about the candle thing. Because, see, some people burn themselves up, burn the house down, everything else, because they happen to have candles. Like it happens every year when it gets cold. The first freeze of the year, watch the newspaper. Somebody done burnt down their house, okay, messing with candles. I'm not too great about candles. How about some flashlights? Yeah, and if you get one of the Melissa, come here. Okay, now Melissa's sit down. You ain't got nothing to do no. Sit down. I got to touch that. Now, Melissa, she's a lid, but she's my buddy. she's my buddy.
Don't categorize me as anything.
Yeah, she's on Mix 103. But what would you suggest people get in the case of emergency at home?
What kind of emergency supplies
should
people keep? Bottled water, first aid kits, flashlights, batteries.
Okay.
Yeah. Band-Aid. Well, that would go in your first aid kit, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
How about some laundry detergent? Probably not.
Why? Well, probably not, but maybe, if you got room for it, maybe throw it in.
Okay. Oh, prescription medicine.
Yes.
Have a place to put that stuff where if there was a flood, it won't get all messed up.
Very, very good point.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a gun. Yeah. Get a gun. Wow. Get a gun. I know she's not too much in the gun thing, but get a gun, because when people become desperate, they do desperate things. And you might want to just make sure he don't do nothing desperate to nobody else. I'm just saying, get a gun. Get a gun.
Well, I think that's a good thing that you're talking about having an emergency supplies kit handy. Something very important. I don't know what else we're talking about right now, but
well, you wouldn't be interested in other stuff.
And the other stuff,
like vote Republican. Anyway.
Well,
yeah, I know.
It's been nice visiting with you, Kevin.
This is rare because you don't get to come in too often. Yeah,
right. I'll have to do it again sometime.
Okay, well, if you come up with any ideas about something else that we should get, let me know.
I sure will.
Canned food, though. Canned food.
Oh, good point.
Yeah,
canned food.
Canned
Peanut
food.
butter, yes.
Yeah,
non-perishable food items.
Yeah,
yes.
Right. And if you want to make sure it lasts a long time, buy somebody some beets. They won't never eat them. But then they can't say they don't have anything. Okay?
Beets.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody wants beets, but give them some anyway. And if they put it this way, if a man is truly hungry,
he'll eat
beets will taste good. Okay.
But are you saying universally we can all agree on the fact that most of us do not like beets?
Yes, most of us don't.
But they are good for us.
They are good
and they are foods. So
yeah. I'm just saying, but when things are really bad, when nobody's got beets that they used to have. Yeah. Things are really tough.
Thank you, Kevin. It's been lovely talking to you.
Okay. You're not bad for a live. All right, then. We'll be back right after this commercial message with more going on in times, and don't forget to give blood. I think that's a good idea. Give blood. Is it true that they have, if you have sickle cell anemia, you cannot give blood? You don't know about that. They told me that's what I had, sickle cell anemia trait. That's not sickle cell anemia, but it's I guess I can, yeah, I guess I can get blood. I don't know. We'll be back. It is 8:20 in the morning, right here on News Radio 1440. Talking about the hurricanes and the hurricane is in your brain. We'll be back. That's right. At this time, we all need to be a bridge over troubled water.
Montgomery's got family owned, family driven. News Radio 14. The news. This is State Health Officer Michael Calhoun. For more information, visit our website, www.automaticpublichealth.gov. I'm Dr. Nita Calhoun.
health is a family affair. Take care of baby teeth as soon as they emerge by brushing them with a smear of toothpaste with fluoride. Talk with your pediatrician about your baby's oral health and take him to the dentist by age 1. For more, visit healthychildren.com.
On News Radio 1440.
Okay, it is 8:26 in the morning. If you need to be somewhere by 8 o'clock, or, well, actually, you're already late, so it's like after 8 o'clock already. Okay, so if you got to be somewhere by 9 o'clock, you got probably about 34 minutes by which to arrive. I got a lot of things to talk about this, but I haven't got into half of them already. But we'll go back to the phone, see who's waiting here patiently. Good morning. Okay, then. Well, I think it's this. I mean, if you give blood in Alabama, you just keep blood in Alabama. They need blood here too. Anyway, getting on to it. So it's my understanding, though, if you have sickle cell anemia, well, I had the trait. I think I have given blood, though, so maybe they didn't want to have it. But hopefully it's going to be all right. Don't forget, still another week. Go to my website, go to my Facebook page, and click on the link, and vote for some of those kids. And next week, let's have more than 2 kids, all 30 or plus thousand kids in school around here. We take that with 2 to put into the award this week. Come on now. I got to call Jade from the communication department of Montgomery Public Schools, all these private schools around here. Okay, let's honor our kids, the ones who do a great job, and I talk about them when they're bad too. So give me some positive to talk about. Anyway, here's a subject that is a sore subject to lots of people, and I understand the sentiment. I understand the sentiment, but I don't understand our response. And I'll get to that in a second after this. 860-1440 is the number here. And this is going to be uncomfortable for some people. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, but if you got sickle cell trait, though. But you can sell your plasma, can't you? I want to donate it for. Matter of fact, they said that you can make up $700 a month giving plasma. Yeah. And can you tell me what that? Now look here, you want the? I'm not asking. I'm asking for a friend. Do you know where that blood plasma thing is I can make? You want to know if there's a place where he can make that money at? Oh, okay. Then. I'm asking for. Listen, I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't see the line. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. That's all. How long did that take? Anybody know how long that take to give it? Okay. I'm asking for a friend. I'm yeah, yeah. That's right. Sometime the rent be due. All right, appreciate it. And you got to get it paid some kind of way. Since yesterday I messed up and didn't put any forgot to put my hours in for work, so didn't get paid. So I'm kind of depressed. Not really. See, me and Dave Ramsey had a good relationship. Dave Ramsey said always keep $1,000 in your emergency fund. Okay? So when that emergency come up, he says, you won't you won't get caught short. So I just, I had to do it. So I kept my emergency fund. I've been having it for a while, so to make sure that if I had an emergency coming yesterday, I got my check and said, what happened? What happened? And you have to put in my time. So anyway, I'd be so excited about this job. Sometimes I just can't work almost for free. 860-1440. Now, today's lessons of life, since I got a couple minutes here before I get to my subject. Lessons of life are the things you learn by living. I mean, there are a lot of things you can learn by doing, but with enough time, in life, there are many things you can learn. And today is no exception. Okay? The lessons of life today for the 1st of October, 2024 is this. You should acknowledge those who help you along the way. No matter what you think, no matter what any of us think, somebody, someplace gave us a helping hand. And we should acknowledge that. So I want you guys to call your mama today and say, hey, listen, I appreciate it. Okay, call your mama and your dad. I know dads get a slap across the face sometimes. They don't really get much respect when it comes to doing things like that, but there are a lot of fathers out there. And I talk about the ones who are crappy, but there are a lot of dads out there a little bit better than I am, and they do wonderful jobs with their kids. And every once in a while, the sons, you need to go tell your dad, thank you for being there for me. And because somebody helped us all. We may not remember it because now we up and grown, and now we think we got our act together. But believe me, nobody ever has it together that much. Okay, I'm just saying. So you should always acknowledge those who help you along the way. No matter what you think, somebody, someplace, help you along the way. All right. A word of the day. I got word of the day. Word of the day is veracity. Veracity. Okay. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means the power of conveying or perceiving the truth. Something true. Veracity. He has great veracity. When he talks, he has great veracity. Okay. He delivers that speech with the veracity of a poet. Okay, I'm just saying. Let me give you a story before I get to my main subject. There's a lesson in this story. Okay, I'm just and this is about a lady who lives in a place called Tarrant, Alabama. I don't know where that is, but it's somewhere around there. Okay, a lady was caught stealing at a nearby Dollar General, and the police were called to arrest her. Well, once the officer arrived, he asked Helen what was it that she had stolen. Her answer was heartbreaking. Well, I got 5 eggs to feed my hungry children. So instead of arresting her, the police officer did something extraordinary. He took her back into the supermarket and bought groceries for her and her kids. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Helen began to cry, and she said, "Sir, this is too much for what you have done for me." And the officer responded with a very simple but profound statement. It's a true story. It says, sometimes we shouldn't apply the law, but we must apply humanity. Again, the officer responded. Woo. Let me say it one more time. The officer responded with a simple but profound statement. Sometimes we shouldn't apply the law, but we must apply humanity. This act of compassion reminds us that sometimes a little kindness can make all the difference in the world. Okay. I don't know what it is making me choke up here. Good morning. Yes.
So what you're saying then, if ex-president goes to a place like Georgia, like on yesterday, and word came out of his mouth that the current administration hadn't contacted how did they say it? The government couldn't reach the president. Then they showed a clip right after that saying that moving things that I think the company said they don't need. So, how they show up the country people enjoy the music?
They lied on him the whole time he was in office. I would give it back to him also. I'd give it back to him also. They okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, and again, they lied on him for 4 years. They lied on him. So give him some of them lies back. Yeah, you gotta ask him. Don't white call me and ask me about it. I don't know. Again, listen. I am more concerned for the most part what goes on here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because because it is a rigged game. It is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have you seen someone? Have you seen someone? Have you seen some of the messages that Kamala Harris has put out? Have you seen some of the things she has said? No, it's not, brother. He okay. Well, listen, I really don't care. Next month, y'all go to the polls, vote for whoever you want to. Y'all vote for whoever you want to vote, and God bless you. Listen, I don't really like none of them. To tell you the truth, especially her. But I ain't crazy about Trump either. But we only got two choices for president of the United States. But that's the truth. Oh, okay, and wait a minute. Kamala Harris ain't lying. Biden don't lie. They all lie. Now the media show the media won't show her lies. So it's a rigged game. That's why I wouldn't go to another date with her either. Yeah, I hear you. Anyway, I ain't even see you. I don't. I've been so glad when November the 5th gets here. I don't know what to do. Okay, so that's good. We cool. We cool with that. Okay, Governor Ivey sent people to what's it, North Carolina, Georgia, where she sent them to. Okay, Alabama's #1 in the AP poll. That's good. Okay, now here's a. I was having a conversation yesterday with somebody about this. Do you know if you are, and I think this is the conversation our legislators ought to have. Do you know if you are convicted of a sexual crime, that it is one of the few things in America if you get convicted of, you can never ever ever get rid of it. You have to tell people that you're in their neighborhood. There's certain neighborhoods that you cannot live in. There's certain, and listen, you could be 17 years old when it happened. Okay? And the girl was maybe 14 or 15 years old. And if you are convicted of a sexual crime, it sticks with you the rest of your life. The other day, I was talking to a man who's 60 years old now. 60 years old now. And it's hard for him to get a job, find a place to stay, and all these things, because when he did when he was young and dumb, he's paying for the rest of life. Do you realize you can actually murder people? and you don't have to put I'm a murderer in your driveway or on your yard or you can live with the only way people are going to be a murderer is that you tell them. And you can know that. Yeah. So if you um if you there's something wrong with that law. When you do something at 17 years old, even 18 years old, that now you are matter of fact, they ought to just put you on an island someplace, and because your life is over. You made a mistake, and maybe what the mistake? You did something wrong, which I'm all good for that. After talking to these people yesterday, they were stupid. They did something wrong. But do you realize they got to tell everybody? They walk around with a scarlet thing on their forehead. Might as well be, because now there's no. Our legislators need to get. There ought to be degrees of these things rather than what if I was 17 years old and I messed around with Uncle Sally's or my Aunt Sally's daughter, whatever the case may be. And now I've been convicted of a sexual crime. So now my life is over. For all intents and purposes, my life is over. I can't get a job. There's only certain neighborhoods I can live in as if I'm just a disgraced individual. And I'm the only person out here who thinks that myself is wrong. Because if I'm all that bad, then why am I out of jail? You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to people yesterday, and they so they can't really do anything. Now anything. Nobody wants to hire you. The minute you tell them that you have, well, hey, I killed somebody. Well, we know you're probably mad when you did this. Come on, you get your job. You know, but if you get accused and convicted of a sexual crime, you might as well hang it up. You might as well bend over and put your butt to die. Which I'm not saying that it should be overlooked, but I do know that everybody's not bad for their whole life, and we need to do something about this. Okay, I mean, I understand. I understand it. It's a terrible thing to do, but so is killing people. So is knocking an old lady upside the head and taking her money. You know, so why is it you can have a murder on the left, two murders on the left, a guy who got committed of a sexual crime 40 years ago, and the murderer we forgive, we let him out of prison. This guy, this is 17 years old. And now he still has to register as a sexual offender from 17 years old. I mean, really? Our legislature, there ought to be degrees. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like murder in the first degree and murder in the second degree. There's another one called manslaughter. Yeah, somebody still died. Absolutely. But they give you an opportunity to and if they let you out of prison, then evidently somebody saw a change in you and you're not the same person. But I gotta say, I met these two guys yesterday, and now they're sleeping outside, not because they're bad people. They used to be years and years ago. Well, if the truth be told, a lot of us have bad things in our past. But murder, man, you can get over that. You can get out of jail on that one. They downgrade the charge, the manslaughter, whatever the case may be, second degree, and you can walk street free. You get a job, you do all kinds of things. But if you get caught, if you get convicted of a sexual crime, your life, for all intents and purposes, is over. At least in this country. Now you can move to Canada or somewhere, I guess. I'm not the only person that thinks that is now last time I brought this up some years ago, I had people monitoring my phone. So I said whatever. But it just seems to me that if you're going to let somebody out of prison, you ought to at least allow them to be able to make a living. Okay, you ought to at least allow them to be able to survive in a country that's supposed to be about second chances. And second chances is for somebody else, but not this guy. I don't know. I just find that I just find that to be wrong. Okay? Wrong. And some of these people uh, have gone on to have families of their own. Again, I am still glad that God does not judge us the way we judge each other. I'm just saying that if we did, there's no sense having this conversation about the pearly gates in any place like that because we couldn't be forgiven. But God forgives us. That's one of the most, and Lord knows we don't know all the things we've done. But you know, I know. He don't know all the things I've done, but I know. And so I'm just thinking, I'm asking our legislators to just, make it degree. Why in the world you do something at 17 years old that you should be punished for the rest of your life? No job, no nothing. And I would imagine some of the people who stand on the street with children are probably in that position and they can't get a job. I'll ask you. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Morning. Well, I didn't realize it was really a problem till the other day. I really didn't realize that they make you pay for the rest. I did for the rest of. I mean, they make you pay for the rest of your life. I mean, I didn't know that. I just didn't know. That's true. Well, but, but you can kill people. You can kill people and still get out of jail. Yeah. Well, I'm right. Yeah. Right. Well, wait. Trump, okay, got convicted of writing a check. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a check. Well, when I know about it, I'll work on it and see what I can do. But again, let's not act like I got all this power out there. I don't. Well, yeah, I got a little influence, but yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, and with that, gotta take my last break an hour. We'll be back.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. With your money, where the miracles are. Support your children's miracle network.
What? Okay, because yeah, this is more. It's a shape thing. Well, that's
Look at the forest today, Egypt. Just for you. Look north of the forest and find one for you.
Let's see.
for more.
And visit help.
Ready and fast on the draw. This afternoon on News Radio 1540.
Okay, we're back. 860-1440 is the number. Now, I'm going to make sure I mentioned this one guy before. Evidently, we've lost two athletes in the last couple of days. The guys from Africa, the Tuesday, I think, the top played basketball or something like that. And I don't really remember him very much, but I'm not really a big basketball fan. Didn't know Rose either, but I do think they screwed Pete Rose. He should have, this is 3 times I think what we should call him. You know, he should be in the he should be in the Hall of Fame. They probably put him in there now that he's good. No, I think he would have been in the Hall of Fame. They've been talking Hall of Fame. They said he goes on the who cares? Did he hit the ball or not? Come on, man. But, anyway, what's the acronym of guy's name? Mutunde? Yeah, he was just a good something. Played basketball. And he did the, yeah, Mutumbo. Whatever it is. I can't pronounce it. But, yeah, I wouldn't pick that. Still not actually. It looked like rain without the tattoos. So, I don't think he would be. It was like, either way, what I still say, they expect to beat Rose for decades. You know, decades. Pete Rose should have been. Anybody disagree with me? Pete Rose should have been in the. Anyway, it is 8:56 in the morning. 1 hour left after this. The national song this week today. Most everybody who's in the same position You know, he got a message and he was 18, girl 15 years old, and eventually they end up getting married, raising a great family, and but yet and still this guy they married now, and this guy has to uh, 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 let everybody know that I was confused or sexual crime. Really? Seriously? And the woman that supposedly the female that was supposedly a victim of that crime, they're married now and have kids and raising a and being a good guy. Yeah, we certainly need to change these stupid laws like this. Okay? That's crazy. For the rest of his life now, he's got to go around registering as a sexual offender. Really? I mean, that's one of the most irresponsible pieces of legislation. Okay, if somebody does something for real, I got you. I was like, especially when you look at a child or something like that. But you know, in the state of Alabama, you can actually marry somebody at 14 years old. So it would seem like to me, now that's with the parents' consent, of course. But if our system says at 14 years old, you have the right to get married to somebody, then don't you think you have a right to do something else that you want to do also? Yeah, great. Right now we got going to actually spend the night the girlfriends out with their parents. That will never happen in my house. Right? Anyway, gotta go. We shall return. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Yeah. And about that, yeah, 7 minutes or so. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, well, whatever it is. I'm working on my Spanish.
News Warrior 1340.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with breaking news on the Middle East. A senior writer for CBS News, the United States has indications of Iran preparing for an imminent ballistic missile attack against Israel. The official says the administration is actively supporting potential preparation by the IDF. News comes hours after Israel's military sent ground troops into southern Lebanon. The goal, it said, was to further weaken Hezbollah after several days of airstrikes that took out the group's top brass. Here in the U.S., union members along the East and Gulf Coasts watched their contracts expired overnight. Over wages and automation. Wade Foster beginning at New Jersey's Port Elizabeth.
I've never seen nothing like this. I've never seen them go after management like they're going, because we've done so much to make them so famous and so big.
As for the impact on consumers, CBS News Philadelphia is asking a tell.
I want to say that it likely won't have a huge toll on you in the immediate future, but if this strike were to last longer than, say, a few weeks, it would likely slow down the supply chain, which we've seen in the past has led to higher prices on certain goods, everything from coffee to cars, anything that's imported, especially from overseas.
Hurricane Helene has now blamed for more than 130 deaths in the Southeast. Tens of thousands of homeless. including Aaron Smith and his own family in Batcave, North Carolina.
We have one people really
The vice presidential candidate debate at our CBS News broadcast circle in New York tonight, Republican Congressman Elise DeFont told CBS Mornings A.D. Vance focused on the issues that matter most to Americans.
Number 1 and 2 are the economy and border. He's going to compare Kamala Harris's failed record with President Trump's strong record on both of those issues.
UVA political analyst Larry Sabato with advice to the Democrats in the law.
He said, Minnesota, yeah, it's a nice state, but you can't do that. There's no way you can get through that debate being Mr. Miss.
It is. However, the voice for CBS Vicky Parker is at the foreign desk.
Researchers from University College London say the Nearby River has eroded so much material from efforts that the region has become lighter, floating a little higher on the semi-liquid mantle beneath the Earth's crust.
The Dow is down 230 points in early trading. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your parts needs. Get the parking service you need back from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Before you tour a home, the real estate professional you're working with may ask you to see the values of you, which describe the services you'll receive, each party's role and responsibilities, and how your agent will be compensated. All of which you'll want to discuss with them. So work with your agent who's a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, with a duty to honestly represent you and put your interests above your own. Because that's who you are.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes.
I'm Chuck Morris. Working with the small experts, you can run this morning kick.
Morning kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, and powerful mediation supplements. Nutrition a nice word sale. Ready for some news. Hey, 511, 511.
Ford has seen community help
Looks over the shoulder bolt to cushion and ease how seatbelts interact with your chest. That's something that can be painful through remedial diagnostic points.
rolling the towel, and we're just putting the dog,
We're going to moving to support that for help while minimizing discomfort. Making it a very good fit. Look for the CBS News. It's a
grab the cinnamon stick and hammer. Is the made-up holiday National Pumpkin Spice Day. According to all recipes, the flavor comes with a mix of brown cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and couscous. The created the catalyst that can change almond drinks. And it ripped up with the wild legend for the PSL 2003 to celebrate the season. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
You hear that sound? That's someone spreading an illness in your facility. Don't worry. Janny King, the king of clean, can help for over 35 years. Renting office buildings, schools, hospitals. This call is our local cleaning. You.
I think it'll be temporarily. Maybe an era.
Hannity. Apparently, it news this afternoon, 2 p.m. News Radio 1440.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're not great. Okay, it is 9:07 in the morning. Yeah, some people just heartless. That's all. Some people just heartless. Just heartless. They don't care. He was 18 though. He knew not to rob, steal. Yeah. Well, you tell people get out of jail. You don't have to put a sign in your yard that say I killed somebody. Because well, nobody want to do that. Well, that's where our laws sometimes make no rhyme or reason. But that's the horse we rode in on. Hey, TikTok 1414, I'm here on the Chicago Public in your mind this morning. Okay, now I came back. I need to call and talk. Because I was on vacation till tomorrow. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm back. Okay, I'm just saying. A judge has blocked the new Alabama absentee ballot restriction. At least a federal judge on last Tuesday blocked the push of the new Alabama law limiting help with absentee ballot applications. A federal judge on Tuesday blocked a portion of the new Alabama law limiting help with absentee ballot applications, saying it violates the Voting Rights Act assurances that voters who are blind, disabled, or cannot read, who cannot read, can get help from a person of their choice. Really, do we actually have people in there? Okay. Do we actually have? Do we actually have um, people in America who cannot read? It's not a possibility that we have people who are really. I can understand if you're 89, 90, well, okay, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Good morning. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Okay, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. You don't really want our elections to be fair and unencumbered by by illegal things. Well, if yeah. Mm. Okay. All right, well, appreciate it. Interesting. 9:13 in the morning. Good morning. Yes. Hmm. Well, I guess you got to talk to your legislative leader on those things. Although I did hear that none of the black representatives from Montgomery will come down here and talk to me. Well, I guess they're all scared, whatever the case may be. I don't know why, because I'm not a Democrat, but yeah, I'm pretty fair. Yeah, I got the earth from Christina Morris, and I thought I was good friends with Penny. They won't come down here. I don't know why. Hey, okay, they're scared. Yeah, that it will. That it will. All right, appreciate it. Good morning. And Yala, he won't come down. I mean, that's a wussy. Good morning. Yes. Hmm. All righty then. Um, 860-1440 is the number here if you want to give us a call, and we will entertain any reasonable um, conversation. But let's see what the judge said. Federal judge last week blocked a portion of the new Alabama law limiting help with absentee ballot applications, saying it violates the Voting Rights Act, assurances that voters who are blind, disabled, or cannot read can get help from a person of their choice. We really don't have a problem with that. U.S. District Judge David Proctor issued a preliminary injunction stating that the law's ban on gifts of payment for help with absentee ballot application are not enforceable as to blind, disabled, or illiterate voters. The court easily concludes, after reviewing the language of SB 1, unduly burdens the right of sexual voters to make a choice about who may assist them in obtaining and returning an absentee ballot. Dr. Rose. The injunction blocks only one portion of the new law. Most of the law, which was challenged by voter outreach groups, remains in effect. Alabama is one of several Republican-led states imposing new limits on voter assistance. Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall's office indicated in a court filing that it is appealing the decision. The new law, originally known as Senate Bill 1, makes it illegal to distribute an absentee ballot application that is pre-filled with information such as the voter's name or to return another person's absentee ballot application. The new law also makes it a felony to give or receive payment or gift for distributing, ordering, requesting, collecting, completing, pre-filing, obtaining, or delivering a voter's absentee ballot application. Well, you know, that's kind of difficult. Here's I would like the law. I would like the law that would say you cannot return more than one. Okay, because you went to the nursing home, that everybody vote the same way, and you walk. And I don't mind just getting paid. If my cousin, if cousin Jones wants to pay me $20 to come over and help me, what's wrong with that? You know, what's wrong with that? I'm nothing wrong with that. But however, if you walk into the probate office with $300, you help a lot of people. You know, I think you can only do one. I think that would make this a little bit better than harvesting ballots out there for people who may not even know that they even vote. Okay. The American Civil Liberties Union of Alabama, the Legal Defense Fund, Alabama Disability Advocacy Program, and Campaign Legal Center filed a lawsuit challenging the law on behalf of voter outreach groups. Prosecutors dismissed most of the claims. Now, the voter outreach group said that their paid staff members or volunteers who are giving gas, money, or food could face prosecution for helping disabled voters with an application. That's interesting. Good morning. Didn't I just oh, I appreciate it. I understand what they're trying to get out of it. Okay. Okay. Our democracy, and we don't have a democracy, I don't know why we keep calling it that, but okay. Our democracy works best when everybody can participate in it. This ruling prevents the enforcement of a cruel law that would have suppressed the vote of blind, disabled, or low literacy voters. Now listen, I don't mean any harm when I say it. I don't mean any harm. But if your literacy is that low, you don't need to vote. Okay? Really, seriously. It is the year 2024. Public school has been free forever. Now, if you can listen to the radio and make an opinion based on the information that you hear. Listen to TV. If your literacy is that low that you need somebody to tell you who to vote for, we don't want you to vote. I'm just saying we don't need you to vote because you don't know what the hell you're voting for anyway. So, okay, then I cannot put in a vote to nullify your vote. I can only do one. So really, if seriously, who is that dumb today that they don't know how to vote? Okay, seriously, who's that dumb? And if you are that dumb, seriously, we don't need you voting because you're just messing it up for everybody else. Okay, I'm just saying. In a request to stay the injunction, Marshall's office wrote that the decision does not follow common sense. They argue anyone could help a disabled voter, not just in exchange for cash gifts. The state has argued that the prohibitions are needed to stop state operatives. I got you. From correlating large numbers of absentee votes, and I understand that. Again, I'm good if you can only one person, it'll be a one-on-one thing. You can't walk down there with 50 votes for people. Because he went to the nursing home and told everybody how to vote. Okay. One on one. I don't have no problem with that. Okay. One. Good morning. Yes. Okay then. I appreciate your opinion. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Yes. He can't read it, but he can talk, right? Okay, so he's not illiterate. I mean, he can. Well, I thought it meant you not only can you not read, can you not think? Does he watch TV? Right. But but 85 is not right. But 85 is not as old as it used to be. Does he watch TV? If he watches TV, he has access to information. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that people can't read. I just, okay. I know, but when you're 17, brother, your hormones take over. Yeah, I hear you, but you should not be punished the rest of your life. Yeah. Okay, but you shouldn't be punished the rest of your life, especially since you married the same girl that you sort of had an inappropriate relationship with. Okay, it's 9:24 in the morning. Good morning. Morning. I'm doing fine. Mhm. Right. The longshoreman, yeah. Mhm. All right then. Appreciate your call. It was 9:27 in the morning. You bet. You sure? And we are back. Good morning. Well, I was looking at the news the other day, and I saw something that I was talking to Murphy about from the biscuits the other day. And evidently, there's an organization now that is trying. They were trying to. Hold on a second. Turn this message up here. Okay. Somebody look into something. Yeah, there we go. Somebody finally looked at the baseball diamonds and still said, you know, there aren't too many Americans, young men out there from America. You know, and uh, they have decided, of course, that they are going to do something about it. So it's a big opportunity for baseball and softball players of color. The Tribal Jubilee, hosted by the nonprofit Players Alliance, is pushing to make sports more equitable. Now, growing up with kids here, growing up kids here, number one, not having opportunities like this, not ever seeing big leaguers come to their town, blah blah blah. And I was asking Murphy about this the other day. I said, well, why is it that everybody we see, even in the pros, MLB, Major League Baseball, got foreign names? We can't hire some of our own kids. I mean, we got to import our athletes now. We import our athletes and export our jobs. See, something wrong with that idea to me. You know, give our kids, give some of the kids a chance. I guarantee you, there is somebody, there is somebody, there's somebody who knows somebody who can play baseball. There's somebody there. There's somebody who knows. Okay? So why can't we seem to put our kids in these baseball teams? AAA, third A, whatever they are. I'm just tired of seeing everybody from every place else, you know, sending our money, hard-earned money that American taxpayers, not tax, American citizens pay to go someplace else. Why not to give these kids a chance to it? Black or white, you know, America. All right. So I want to give my hats off to go. I think we had something to bring those folks down. And I think it's called what's in that organization name? The Players Alliance. Okay? So, and they opened up a 2 day of Jubilee last few days. A community catch event where young players were able to toss the ball and also do other things and warm up practice. So I'm good. That's good. Also, something else. It looks like Macon County got about 1,000 people over there without water, and they need some water. They need some water over there, and I didn't know. I don't know where you're supposed to take the water. Or do they come here and get anything like that? You know, they really never send me anything. So they act like it don't exist over here. But however, maybe somebody could find that out and let me know where the water is going to. Okay, so but evidently they've lost some access. Some of the customers, some of the citizens over there have lost access to water, and they do need water. One of the more controversial stories over the last few days that I've found in the newspaper, the city of Montgomery wants to demand $6,000 to access public records on Mayor Stephen Reed's spending, travel, and contracts. After months of email exchanges requesting access to public records, the city of Montgomery is demanding $6,000 from 1819 News for an open records request regarding Mayor Stephen Reed and his staff travel and spending. In July, 1819 News requested relevant information from the city, including the mayor's calendar and out-of-town travel and spending. The city denied the request, stating that the reason given by 1819 News to access the record did not meet the requirement to establish you have a direct and legitimate interest in the documents sought, even though the law strongly favors the right of the public to access these records without a need to provide such justification. The state's public law are clear under the Open Records Act of 1975, Alabama Code 36-12-40, and it states, every citizen has a right to inspect and take a copy of any public writings of this state, except as otherwise expressly provided by the statute. Now, Alabama does not require a citizen of Alabama to justify accessing public records. Therefore, any requirements from a city employee are by definition arbitrary. After several back and forth emails, the city records manager said the legal team advised him on case law and he believed to be relevant. And the case that referenced was Blankenship versus Hoover. In that case, the plaintiff rejected outright to fill out any reason for requesting records from Hoover financial director. The plaintiffs were also requesting access to city employees' W-2s. Notably, the plaintiffs in the Hoover case were not members of the press. The Alabama Supreme Court ruled in favor of Hoover, since there was no evidence to show that the request form allowed the director of finance, the finance director, the power to either access or refuse disclosure based on perceived necessity or established office policy. However, the court also established that a government entity has the burden of proving that an individual has no legitimate interest in obtaining the document. Despite the city's serious request for clarification, 1819 News refiled its request in good faith, this time giving the reason enumerated by the court. This allows public entities to require a simple statement saying that the records are sought to understand how public money is being used. Very interesting. Good morning. Yes. Mm. You're right. Mm-hmm.
He told me, man, that this, and I want everybody to radio land to hear this. He said the morale was so low because of the last 3 years nearly that nobody wants to this. Now, I didn't have any problems.
Well, now, I was in the first time was 75, and now I was drafted all right by the judge. Yeah. But I that uniform, brother. I said, okay, let's get to eat. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The water don't care where it goes. That's true. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it. Let's salute you too. Appreciate your call. 1819 means we filed the request in good faith. This time giving reason enumerated by the court. This allows public entities to require a simple statement saying the records are sought to understand how public money is used. However, the city denied the second request also, this time citing an 1882 ruling. Nearly a century before the passing of the Alabama Open Records Act, after further clarification, the city partially relented, still refusing to grant access to copies of any expenditures Reed made in the course of his official travel and previous events Reed attended in his official capacity. Once again, to avoid litigation, 1819 News submitted yet another record request, this time removing the item contested by the city. Reed has been in the public eye more than usual in recent months. Uh, this recent surge of violent crime led Reed to petition the city council for $6 million annually funding for a community violence intervention initiative called Live Free from an organization called Live Free. However, the Live Free website lists Montgomery as having already implemented the proposed program. Really? Doing several dramatic city events, including a mass shooting that injured 13 people, he wasn't even in the state. This critical, those critical of his leadership, and now those prolonged trips have noted Reed's absences from the city. Most recently, Reed went to some national television program defending current President Joe Biden and shilling for President uh, Kamala Harris as the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee. Reed's out-of-state travel is a mystery. The city declined to share any planned out-of-state engagement or official calendar, claiming the mayor didn't keep an official calendar. The mayor does not maintain an official calendar created by and used by the city of Montgomery. The city's record retention manager said in an email. The mayor's calendar is created for his personal convenience and the convenience of his employees, not for any official city purpose. Well, there's a lot more to go into this, and I think I'm going to go off with this. But the city, one more thing here, the city finally agreed to, I'll get back up when I get back in this to the we got. Okay, we are back. I'll get to the final part of this forum's request. Good morning. Pretty good. Well, again, yeah. Again, they do have the last part of this statement from 1819. Many will give us a little light on it. So, well, I do not know. Hey, but I got to get to the last part here. We can talk about the rest of a little bit more tomorrow. And the last part is the city finally agreed to fill out the request. This time, however, requesting $6,000 and with 50% of the money up front before compiling the record. Okay, hanging the price tag on manpower and printing documents. The city's website says it charges $1.50 per page for copies without giving a contract for manpower cost. And last but not least, state law does allow a records officer to collect reasonable fees for producing public records. However, in an executive order last year, Governor Ivey capped the cost at 50 cents per page and placed manpower cost at a maximum of $20 per hour. Ivey's executive order only applied to state officers under the executive branch. However, the contract is notable. So anyway, let's see how many pay. Let's see, that's $6,000. Um, well, let's go. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. We're not crying. We're not. We're not. Well, I'm not. I'm just. I'm really. I didn't say that either. I'm really. But it's just. Listen, I think to ask a citizen for $6,000, it's kind of outrageous. But you know, well, they don't brag about it. They don't. They don't. They don't make. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They don't make your job contingent upon killing your children. And then we all, right, we all, listen, we all have done something. I agree with you. Hell, there are probably a whole lot of them. But they don't brag about it. They don't go around acting like they don't brag about it. Hey, this is good. This is good on TV. Put it on TV. They don't do that. Well, listen, why should you? If that's what you like, yeah. But I don't care about your political party. I don't even care about you doing right. That don't bother me. But when you act like it's a natural occurring thing in life, it isn't. It's a choice you made. It just goes. You can make your own choice. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Only Democrats promoted, and he might be. But one thing about it, I know he had a few women, so we could. They got their hand. That's because they got their hands other places. Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know nothing about that, but that's true too. But when it comes to good name and character, I don't know anything about that. Good morning. You got 30 seconds. Yeah. 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 Well, I would, but the mayor may feel somewhat called upon and harassed by all these organizations always wanting something from him. Maybe kind of like I don't. Maybe so. Time's up. We'll be back tomorrow. Good voice, episode. Bye.
News Radio 1530 is This is CBS News Seattle. Occupied the President Show. I'm Steve Nathan. Israel's military has warned people in some villages in southern Lebanon to leave as it carries out what's been called a limited ground operation in South Lebanon.